Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to a match here on WWE 2K25. This is our final Hardcore Championship #1 contendership tournament match of the day. This one is Bam Bigelow, Abdullah the Butcher, and Bruiser Brody. The winner will enter the fatal four-way semi-final next Saturday. If you've not seen the previous matches, I would suggest that you go back and watch those first, because I am probably going to mention who won the matches earlier in the day at some point. I don't intend to, but it's just going to slip out of me, you know what it's like. Right. First of all then, Bam Bigelow currently sits on -2 after 9 matches. We haven't actually seen him since 2022, so his first match in 3 years for us, and a big opportunity to not only get himself some exposure on the channel, but also fight his way into a potential Hardcore Championship match. Next up then, we have got again someone I don't think we've seen for quite a bit of time. We have got Abdullah the Butcher. He's had 18 matches in this universe mode overall. He's -1. And we have seen him. We saw him as recently last year. He had 1 match last year and lost it. In 2023, he was a +4 from 3. That was his one positive year, 2023. In 2021, he had 2 matches, lost them both. In 2022, he had 12 matches, finished -2. 2023, 3 matches, +4. And then last year, 1 match, which he lost. So he's on -1 overall, which I think is not far off where he should be, to be honest. I'm not expecting Abdullah the Butcher to be one of the best wrestlers ever. And next up then, finally in this match, we have got Bruiser Brody, who is really highly rated, in our universe mode. Currently sitting on +10 after 17 matches. One of the men that was taken from us far too early on. An absolute legend. This is Bruiser Brody. Yeah, he's had 17 matches in the past. Currently on a +10 overall. I don't think any of these 3 guys have ever held gold in our universe mode. I don't believe so, no. I would love for Bruiser Brody to hold the Hardcore Championship at some point, to be honest. Abdullah the Butcher hasn't won anything, and neither has Bam Bigelow either. So yeah, big opportunities for these 3 guys to show what they can do and pick up some points and force their way into the semi-finals. Again, if you've not watched it as of yet, do check out the previous 2 matches before this one. We had earlier today Mick Foley versus Raven versus Tommy Dream. We have Batanza Cueto versus Abyss versus Kane. And we've had Pagano versus Psycho Clown versus Vampiro. I am going to probably announce who won those matches at some point later on in this one. So yeah, if you've not seen them yet and you want to go and watch them, go and watch them. Right, then we're underway with Bam going straight after Abdullah the Butcher. So yeah, we've had 4 matches today, and the 4 winners of those matches will enter a semi-final next Saturday. We're also going to have 4 matches tomorrow before the pay-per-view as well. We've got Penta versus Chessman versus Mil Muertes. We'll have Rhino versus Masato Tanaka versus Mike Awesome. We've got the Sandman versus Cibernetico versus New Jack. And we've got La Parka versus Sabu versus Jeff Hardy. So big opportunities for quite a few different people. And the fact they're triple threats, of course, means there's big points available. So triple threat matches do give +3 for the winner. So 1 point for the win, obviously. And then 2 bonus points for defeating multiple opponents at the same time. Nice shoulder block there by Bruiser Brody. Abdullah now with a headbutt. And now Brody, a big headbutt right into the back of the neck once again of Abdullah the Butcher. And of course, Abdullah the Butcher and Bruiser Brody were the best of enemies back in the 80s as well. 2 guys that had some classic matches between them. Look at that, Abdullah just running in with a headbutt, absolutely flattening Bruiser Brody. A big knee strike into the face as well. Bam Bam's back up now with a sidewalk slam. Bam Bam now sending Abdullah off the ropes, in with the power slam. And now Bruiser Brody with a strike in the gut of Bam Bam takes him back up to a standing base. And then into a backbreaker. Abdullah, big knee strike right across the gut of Bruiser Brody. See, I wasn't really, well, I made a mess this whole couple of weeks, haven't I, really? I've ended up making a hell of a lot of stuff go. I was planning on just doing some normal matches, then I thought, you know, it'd be cool, let's do a tag team tournament to try and give some people some opportunities. Or pick the guys that are already quite high up in the rankings. We did that, and then I thought, you know what, let's do a little hardcore #1 contendership tournament, and then it just ended up spiraling out of control. To the point where we now have 8 3-man matches, so we've got 24 people all involved in this, which is great though. It does build up quite a bit. And look at the clothesline straight across the neck of Bruiser Brody. Brody's back up though, and drops his entire body weight across the chest of Bam Bam. There is the pin, and Abdullah's there to break it up. Abdullah now, big knee into the side of the leg of Bam Bam once again. Brody now taking Abdullah across the ring, off the ropes. Then he went for the strike and ended up just hitting the referee instead by mistake. It's a bit stupid, isn't it, really? But there you go. Bam Bam now in control of Bruiser Brody, dropping their headbutt right into the family jewels. Remember, these are no disqualification matches. Pinfalls count anywhere as well. Oh, look at that. Oh, look how flat that trash can is. Bruiser Brody just two-handed chokeslam. That trash can now looks 2D. I don't know what's happened to it. Bruiser Brody trying to take Bam Bam up, but Bam Bam just too heavy. Rolling Brody up, but Abdullah was there to break it up and quite quickly slide to the outside, which is smart, you know. Bam Bam now stiff forearm into the face. Nice double DDT there by Bam Bam. Oh my god! The strength of Bam Bam. Remember the strength of Bam Bam? It was great. Remember, I don't know if you've seen it back in the ECW days. And we saw it recently with, who was it who threw? Somebody threw Darby, didn't they, recently? But yeah, I remember watching it in one of the videos when I first got them, of Bam Bam Bigelow versus Spike Dudley, and he just picks him up and launches him into the crowd. And then Spike just gets like sent around the crowd like a crowd surf. So he does have incredible strength. With a powerbomb by Bam Bam Bigelow. Once again, just runs straight through Abdullah the Butcher. And then dives over the top as well. Bam Bam showing great agility for a man of his size. Only a 2 count. Bam Bam once again bringing Abdullah back up to a standing base. Takes him up again above his head. In with a power slam. Bruiser Brody now sending Bam Bam off the top of the ropes. I think he landed a bit on Abdullah the Butcher as well, so Brody able to cause double damage there. Brody now sending Bam Bam into the corner. Taking Abdullah the Butcher up into that power slam. Highly effective. Bam Bam has the light tube right across the side. Oh, Brody, he goes in for the pin. The referee is in. Oh, he's just so freaking slow. It's unbelievable how slow the freaking referee is. Look at Abdullah, though, taking Bam Bam on the shoulders. Inverted, definitely. I don't think Bam Bam's Abdullah's moveset's been done, you know, has it? I don't think Abdullah's moveset's been done. I've had a few of these recently. They've been awful. Big elbow there by Bruiser Brody on Abdullah. Bam Bam's there to break it up. Look at Brody now spinning Bam Bam round with a strike. Now into that reverse DDT onto the knee as well. Bruiser Brody under the ring looking for some toys. He found the light tube through it at Abdullah, who was able to agilely just move out the way. It's a shame because Abdullah the Butcher's so good, and for him not to have a moveset is frustrating me, I must admit. And look at that, Bam Bam wasn't able to break up the pin, so he broke up the referee instead. Abdullah now with a headbutt right between the shoulder blades of Bam Bam. Very painful maneuver. Bruiser Brody now with a strike in the face of Abdullah. Takes him up on the shoulders. In with that power slam. And there's the pin now by Bruiser Brody on Abdullah, but Bam Bam's back up on his feet, able to break it up. Bam Bam looks to be struggling though. There's a bit of a limp there as he walks around the ring. And he's caught by Bruiser Brody, sends him straight off of the barricade. I mean, Abdullah the Butcher's far away here. Bruiser Brody went for a pin now. I don't think Abdullah would get there. I don't think Abdullah would get there quick enough, to be honest. Where's Abdullah from? Abdullah. I've got a feeling he is. Isn't he Latin American? Is he? No, he's from Canada. Okay, I'll take it all back. He's 84 now, you know. He's billed from Sudan though, and I thought he was. He was billed from Sudan's in Africa, isn't it? Yeah. I'm sure Sudan's in Africa. I've got to check that, aren't I? I am 100% sure that Sudan is in Africa. Yeah, it's a North African country, yeah, I thought it was. Just, oh, it's next to Egypt. I've been to Egypt a few times, it's lovely there, you know. You ever fancy going to Egypt? It's lovely. If we had another person win because someone was doing taunts, that would have been terrible, but we're fine. Abdullah now bringing Bruiser Brody back up to a standing base as Bam Bam just swinging that baseball bat around. Bam Bam now big chop right across the face of Bruiser Brody. Going to bring him back up to a standing base. Big drop kick by Bam Bam. And a big slam as well, the big splash. It's broken up just in time. But Bam Bam had Abdullah up. Abdullah managed to slide out the back in with a chop block. Bam Bam now says, so I'm coughing my guts up here. Bam Bam around the back of Bruiser Brody. Brody gets sent. Nope. Brody sending Bam Bam straight into the announce table, but Abdullah's back there looking to take Brody, but Brody fighting back with the elbows. Bam Bam now in with a running power slam on Bruiser Brody. Abdullah gets on the back of him now. And all cuts him off onto the knee. Big opportunity. Not going to go for it. Oh my god. Why have we ended up these guys with no freaking movesets? How did Abdullah the Butcher just hit a freaking Superman punch? How did Abdullah just hit a Superman punch? My word. Bam Bam now with the strikes. Elbow into the back of the shoulder. And Brody sending Bam Bam face first off of the apron. I hate when they do this. It's so freaking stupid. Just fighting over a fallen opponent. It's really mad. Abdullah now taking. Oh my god, he just fucked his leg. Oh my god, that was brutal. Oh, Abdullah's moveset is horrifically bad. He's going to win with that bloody inverted GTS. Oh my god. No, referees really helped out Bruiser Brody. They gave him enough time to get there. Abdullah now spins Bruiser Brody around. And now Bruiser Brody a meeting of minds for Abdullah and Bam Bam. Bam Bam sending Bruiser Brody crashing to the ground. And Bam Bam now with a back rake on Abdullah as well. Drops him face first across the apron. I mean, they're at that point in time now. One more big maneuver could be enough to pick up the victory, and it could really go either way at this point in time, to be honest. And it's Bruiser Brody going for the pin here on Abdullah. Bam Bam's down and out. This could be the chance. He's got it. Bruiser Brody, the highest ranked out of all three in this match, has gone on to get the victory. And we now know what our first semi-final will be next week. I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell you what happened in the other matches. So if you don't know now, please mute or go away, whatever you're going to do. It will be Bruiser Brody, Raven, Abyss, and Pagano in that first of two semi-finals. Of course, the winner will get an automatic place in the championship match at When Worlds Collide next weekend. The runners-up will go into a last chance saloon match. The runners-up are both of the matches, both the semi-finals will get that opportunity. So it's not all doom and gloom. Back in the ranking system, it is doom and gloom for a lot, but not Bruiser Brody. With those 3 points, he now moves up to a plus 13 after 18 matches. Abdullah the Butcher, with that loss, then is going to move down to a -2 after 19 matches. And Bam Bam Bigelow in his 10th match in this universe mode moves down to a -3 after 10. There we go then. Big victories there for 4 people today. Lots of points given and gifted. But this is not the end. They've still got to get through the semi-finals, and then they have to face off against the current hardcore champion Terry Funk, as well as whoever's going to be in the other semi-final. Remember those matches tomorrow? Penta versus Chessman versus Mil Muertes. Rhino versus Tanaka versus Mike Awesome. Sandman versus Cibernetico versus New Jack. And Lapaka versus Sabu versus Jeff Hardy. I'm going to love you, leave you good night. God bless, Auf Wiedersehen, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the next 4 matches of our Hardcore Championship tournament and our first night of When Worlds Collide. We've got Kurt Angle, Chad Gable, Josh Alexander, Shelton Benjamin for the United States Championship. Eddie Guerrero versus Andrade one-on-one. We've got Freedoms, Kairi Sane and Io Sky going after the Bella Twins for the SWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Sammy Guevara makes his first defense of the Cruiserweight Championship against Javon Evans and Leo Rush. Moose, Omos and Obafemi in a triple threat. Rated RKO versus the winners of the public poll, which at this point looks pretty much locked in to be the team of Joe Exotic, Joe Hendry and Mr. Iguana before the main event of the evening, Malachi Black versus Roman Reigns for the SWE World Heavyweight Championship. Good night.